Listen carefully. What's eating you alive every day isn't just volatility or market crashes. It's the nagging fear that your portfolio is built on sand, that the next big crisis will hit hard and leave you grasping for answers, powerless and exposed. That frustration, that gnawing gut feeling that your investments might crumble while everyone smiles at short-term gains, is the brutal truth too many founders, investors, and leaders won't face. The pain of watching money evaporate, the anger when legacy systems fail you, the helplessness when risk blindsides every plan, this is real. But it's not a death sentence. Not if you're willing to break free from old habits and embrace what this fractured world desperately needs: portfolio resilience through ruthless, smart ESG integration. Forget everything you think you know about ESG as just a buzzword or some checkbox for compliance. That's a lie fed by the comfortable and the complacent. Real ESG integration is a weapon. It's a strategic shield that, when forged correctly, doesn't just mitigate risk, it transforms your portfolio into a powerhouse that endures shocks, uncovers hidden value, and outperforms when others falter. But here's the catch. Half measures won't cut it. You must tear down the superficial layers and dive deep, wielding ESG not as a feel-good statement, but as a relentless investment framework linked to concrete, quantifiable outcomes. Step 1. Hunt for businesses that don't just talk sustainability, they embed it into their core DNA. Look for founders who obsess over long-term environmental risks because they're not just preparing for regulation, they're readying for survival in upheaval. That's your first sign of resilience. But really challenge how these companies measure themselves. Conventional ESG scores? Garbage for this mission. Demand granular data on energy transitions, supply chain vulnerabilities, social license continuity, and governance structures that anticipate crisis, not bury their heads in sand. Step 2. Slice through the noise on social factors. Don't settle for diversity quotas or surface-level community stories. Dig into how a company builds trust with its workforce and customers in brutal market downturns. Where loyalty and transparency are bulletproof, resilience doesn't come from policies. It comes from people who believe, who stay, who innovate when panic knocks. That social bedrock isn't just soft warmth. It's your secret weapon when chaos reigns. Step 3. Governance is your final frontier. If a company's leadership can't act decisively and transparently under pressure, the rest is dust. Demand robust crisis protocols, adaptive leadership, and boards that challenge dogma instead of reinforcing it. Real resilience is born in those rare moments where integrity meets agility. Force investments into ventures where governance isn't a checkbox, but a battle-tested culture of accountability and foresight. If this feels overwhelming, it's because it's supposed to. The comfortable path is gone. This is about wielding ESG to transcend old limits and reshape your entire portfolio approach into something unstoppable. This isn't about chasing trends or virtue signaling. It's about constructing an impregnable fortress for capital that outlives market panic, climate shocks, and social upheavals. Take control. Use ESG not as a distraction, but as a scalpel, precise, relentless, and exacting, cutting away fragility and revealing true strength. Demand from your investments what you demand from yourself. Absolute freedom from outdated risks, the courage to face brutal realities, and the power to build beyond any barrier. The world as it stands lies to you. It promises freedom, then hands you chains. But through radical, intelligent ESG integration, it's possible to shatter those chains and create a portfolio that's more than numbers. One that's alive, agile, and ready for the impossible. Do not be the investor who clings to illusions and perishes in the next collapse. Become the leader who sees through the smokescreen, who joins the few who dare to rewrite the rules and anchor their future in resilience. Every moment you wait, fragility mounts. Every day you hesitate, risk grows. Take the leap. Integrate with fire, discipline, and clarity. Build a portfolio that not only survives but conquers. This is your call to break free, to build beyond the noise, to conquer the impossible through the power of ESG. This is how resilience is born. This is how legacy is forged.